President Obama seemed to revel this afternoon in correcting the record after a much repeated report in the Wall Street Journal claimed that, quote, the Obama administration secretly organized an airlift of $400 million worth of cash to Iran that coincided with the January release of 4 Americans detained in Tehran.
This wasn't some nefarious deal. We announced these payments in January, many months ago. There wasn't a secret. We announced them. The timing of this was, in fact, dictated by the fact that as a consequence of us negotiating around the nuclear deal, we actually had diplomatic negotiations and conversations with Iran for the first time in several decades. So the issue is not so much that it was a coincidence as it is that we were able to have a direct discussion. The reason that we had to give them cash is precisely because we are so strict in maintaining sanctions and we do not have a banking relationship with Iran that we couldn't send them a check. We do not pay ransom for hostages. We do not pay ransom. We didn't here and we won't in the future.
The Iran cash settlement report first appeared yesterday morning, and Donald Trump has brought it up in every single rally since, beginning in Daytona Beach, Florida, where he seemed to see something in the story that literally nobody else did.
I got up this morning and I pick up the papers, and then I turn on the news and I see $400 million being shipped in cash, and it's being shipped overnight to Iran. $400 million. I look, and I'll never forget the scene this morning. And remember this, Iran, I don't think you've heard this anywhere but here, Iran provided all of that footage, the tape, of taking that money off that airplane, right? And they have a perfect tape done by, obviously, a government camera, and the tape is of the people taking the money off the plane, right? That means that in order to embarrass us further, Iran sent us the tapes, right? It's a military tape. It's a tape that was a perfect angle, nice and steady, nobody getting nervous because they're going to be shot because they're shooting a picture of money pouring off a plane.
Okay, just to be clear, that $400 million was Iranian money that had been withheld from them over a long controversy that was ultimately litigated through The Hague. It was being returned to them, not paid to them, just to be clear. Now, news organizations, including NBC News, launched an extensive search for the tape Trump was talking about that reportedly showed cash actually being delivered to Iran, taken off the plane. The only video anyone could find on TV that showed a plane was this grainy footage showing the American prisoners released from Iran landing in Geneva. The Washington Post asked the Trump campaign last night, could this cable TV news footage possibly be what Trump was referring to? Quote, yes, spokeswoman Hope Hicks responded in an email, merely the B-roll footage included in every broadcast. Merely the B-roll. But did Donald Trump let the admission from his own campaign stop him from telling this incorrect story? Of course not.
You know, it was interesting because a tape was made, right? You saw that with the airplane coming in, nice plane. And the airplane coming in and the money coming off, I guess, right? That was given to us, has to be, by the Iranians. And you know why the tape was given to us? Because they want to embarrass our country. They want to embarrass our country.
Donald Trump's apparent adherence to a narrative that is, by his own campaign's admission, false, is just one more glimpse into the permanent alternate reality universe wherein he resides.